Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. And doors open. Is he really going to try to run?
Welcome to Viral Twist. Watch as a suspect risks everything in a high-speed chase, ignoring danger and crashing through traffic in a desperate escape. You won't believe this.
Right now you can see heavy traffic down there. Sheriff's Department, they know what they're doing. Trained professionals. They've got their guys on the ground to back off. And hopefully this driver in this BMW will slow down. Start just driving a little bit more with a little bit more safety and just stop doing all this stuff that we're seeing right there, these extremely dangerous moves. Now, he was on the freeway for some point. Looks like we're making our way back onto a freeway right now. Almost took out that gore point. And, you know, those are the things. When we see these reckless drivers go against, go up against the curb like that, hit a gore point, start using those emergency lanes, the first thing that comes in my mind is hopefully he picks up a flat tire. That'll bring this thing to an end very, very quickly. Now I can tell you we made our way onto the 605 freeway where we're going to be northbound on the 605. I got the map up there for you guys, but this vehicle continuing to move along out here. And again, now they're talking about possibly giving this to the California Highway Patrol, but they have to get their guys in position. So the helicopter, the sheriff's helicopter, staying above high speeds that you can see right there. And it definitely looks like I was really pushing in there. If there's somebody in the backseat, which I would find to be unusual, but we've seen very unusual things here. It looks like he's in the front there by himself, nobody in the passenger seat, but continuing to just drive along out here. Those high speeds and maneuverability might have just tapped that Prius a little bit, probably not because it didn't stop, but definitely getting to some thick traffic out here. We're on the 5 freeway. It's always a lot of traffic out here, but as soon as he starts hitting those brakes and starting to start and stop, that rim's going to start coming apart, and then he's going to that is going to bring this thing to an end. Hopefully, it will just be something like that. I really like to see this driver just coming to a stop. I don't think he's going to, though. It really seems like his plan is he thinks he can get away for some reason. How often have we seen that? Usually not. I would say that there's been one or two, but in this case, you've got that rim. You're down to the rim. Big BMW, morning traffic, all these eyes on you. My guess is you just pull over. Just pull over right now. Yeah. Whoa, toe! Oh, no. Yeah, and and he just kept on going. These BMWs, I don't want to sound like that guy, but these BMWs are very, very solid. It is a big, solid car. It weighs a lot, has a big engine in it, a lot of power, and you just saw it just push that, it looked like an Acura, just kind of out of the way. He basically got in front of it. The suspect did basically a pit maneuver on that person that just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And now just keeping going. He is picking up a little bit of speed out here. I'm kind of wondering if the California Highway Patrol he is still right there behind it. I'm sure they probably have another unit that's going to be assisting that vehicle that just basically got pitted out there. But this suspect continuing on out here, a little bit higher speeds. Again, I just can't say it enough. I just want to see this thing come to an end, just to a stop. And and that suspect, though, I hate to say it, it really seems senseless. You're not going to get away. It's going to come to an end. Why are you causing all these problems? Why are you putting so many people's lives at risk? Yeah, definitely. It looks like it's starting to come apart here. Pieces are coming apart. He's starting to get a little wobbly. He needs to slow this thing down before this becomes something other than what we're seeing right now. Definitely that wheel's starting to come apart. Eventually, as soon as you start hitting those brakes, you know that rim is going to start coming apart. Once a piece comes off, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. So he's going to lose his front wheel and is still trying to push this car. Still trying to push it. We're going to clean this shot up, but yep, that wheel is completely off the spindle and wrapped around there, and he is still driving at freeway speeds. just pushing that car. He's going to push this thing until the car stops. Hopefully he doesn't push this thing into somebody else's vehicle. Right now, though, the passenger in there as well. That car probably screaming inside there. I can imagine what the noise is. Sounds like in there, but you can totally see that wheel just wrapped around that front there, and this vehicle speeds continue on. Now he's behind that big rig, but we're going to catch up here. He should just pull this thing over, try to bring it to a stop. California Highway Patrol close by, but definitely this is not what we wanted to see this morning. He's just grinding it down and grinding it down. Hopefully it'll start getting to the point where, he'll lose something important, very important, like an oil pan. Start losing that oil, that engine will come to a stop, or possibly the vehicle starting to overheat, getting pushed so hard. But right now you can see this car still rolling around here. Three tires, that's it. That front wheel is actually probably hindering that driving, if anything else. I can't imagine that he has any kind of solid maneuverability as this continues on. Southbound 5 freeway. And at speeds, like you said, I was shocked. I was actually just, I was doing the camera there. I was shocked when you said the speed. I looked up and I was like, oh my God, this guy is really going 70 miles an hour. There we go. The rim totally gone now. Completely gone. So now he's rolling on 3 wheels. And that actually might have given him a little bit more maneuverability, but it's not going to give him any stopping power, and it's definitely not going to give him any kind of ability to make a sharp turn, as in getting off the freeway. California Highway Patrol joining in again right there, and it's a lot more smoke coming out of it, probably because he's trying to brake. I'm going to get Jeff to get us away from the sound wall as we're making our way off the freeway there. It's probably the best bet, but I'm really wondering what is he going to do when he gets to the bottom of the freeway. He's not going to have any kind of braking power, and I'm wondering if this car is going to even continue afterwards. And I don't want to say that, but it is what it is. And we're going to stay with it as long as we can. If we keep heading this direction, we're going to be getting this closer to some other airports. But right now, though, you can definitely see this vehicle coming apart. That front wheel being held on by pieces. And, that's a part of it, too. If that comes apart at these speeds on the freeway, and a big chunk of that comes off, that could hurt some people as well. There goes the rear bumper. Yep, there goes the rear bumper. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine. Yeah, drive it till the wheels fall off. This guy is taking that to the actual literal meaning. Right now, it looks like we're getting back off onto an off-ramp, more parts of the car coming off there. That front wheel, I'm surprised the rim is still there. I thought it had fallen off. It's just basically sideways about halfway, at least up to the hub right now. Still continuing on, this vehicle and every time he hits those bumps, yeah. Yep, he's got his foot in it, and he's got 3 wheels, and he is definitely going to drive this thing till all the wheels fall off. There, yeah, yep. You just got to kind of wonder what California Highway Patrol. I mean, these guys want to bring this thing to an end. More pieces coming apart. At least he's off to the side, and if it happens over here, it'll just go off the roadway. But when he's out there in traffic, and that starts happening like that rim coming off at 80 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, that could be a real problem for anybody that might be nearby. Continuing on there, some of those big rigs passing him. It looks like, I wonder if the car just keeps pulling off to the right. I mean, it just because he's missing all those parts. Yeah, definitely. There we go. And pit him. Do it. I'm sorry. He almost had that opportunity right there, but even at those speeds, they want to bring this thing to an end, but they have to be safe, and they have to keep the safety of the officers in mind and the suspect. I can't clarify that enough. These officers are, they are thinking about the safety of that lunatic behind the wheel. And right now, swerving around. He did open up the sunroof, but a lot more smoke coming out of the bottom of the car. Hopefully that thing is going to, yep, maybe he's starting to get smoke inside the car. That could be as well because of something's definitely changing right there. Something is definitely changing. Here we go. Oh. Okay. And doors open. Is he really going to try to run? Oh, what's CHP doing? Okay, 2 people inside. We were asked by law enforcement to keep an eye on the passenger. So we're going to keep an eye on this guy right there the best we can while the California Highway Patrol is, if I can keep an eye on both of them, I definitely will. But they usually separate there.